Hello, dear Capricorn. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your July to December 2019 reading, and this is my second attempt at doing your reading. I did the first part, and for some sort of reason, the video was corrupt, so I had to redo it. So I guess that wasn't the message that was important for you to hear. So these readings will be up on Vimeo to start off with. Roughly June, I will be uploading them, probably beginning of June. I will be uploading them on YouTube for free. So for those of you that are in no hurry, wait around for that. For others of you that are in a hurry and that you need to see what's happening in the second half of 2019, and I'm using a lot of cards, then you know that the videos are up on Vimeo. So Divine Debut 11. Okay, so I have got a piece, the end of the video actually mentions what the cards are that I'm using. So let's take the cards for each month, Capricorn, and the second half starting July till December. Wow, okay, they are the first cards that want to be shown. So we've got the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is the month of July, which is, we've got a couple of eclipses, so there's a lot of changes and shifts in the time of July and August, I would say. Okay, wow. You know, I am practically certain that you had these two same cards in the month of, so we had July, August, September, October. You had the same two cards. That is weird. Let's see what is happening in August. So we've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the Ace of Swords. September, Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Sorry, just making sure you could see all the cards. Let's go to the month of October. Wow. Okay, so you have the Magician and the Four of Pentacles. The month of November for Capricorn, Six of Pentacles. And I remember that November was your best month. December for your birthday was a little bit challenging. But November was, actually October and November were your best months. And the Knight of Swords. And obviously around just before your birthday, the Two of Swords, and another card, last card, the Five of Wands. Yeah. Okay, let's take the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue and RADLEIGH Valentine. This is one of my first decks, and I absolutely love these cards. They are so on point. So one card for each month starting July. Three of Summer, which is the Three of Cups. So we've got, it's like 1, 2, 3 of Cups with a Page of Cups. That's the ace that the page is holding. In the month of August, Queen of Autumn, and I know you already had this card. I don't remember which month it was in. I think it was in the last part here, but I remember seeing the Queen of Pentacles in your reading. Let's look at September and the Seven of Winter. I truly believe that was another card that you had gotten. Let's look at October and the Prince of Autumn, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Let's look at November. Three of Autumn, which is the Three of Pentacles. There is a lot of green, a lot of earth energy. And just before your birthday, and for those of you that are, you know, at the beginning of the Capricorn season, happy birthday. And you finish with the Eight of Spring, which is the Eight of Wands. This is nice. Okay, let's take a love oracle from AMIRA CELON's deck. And this is a new deck that I have. I've been wanting to purchase it for a while. It was just time now. So let's take one card. Thanks to AMIRA CELON. We've got a different sort of an oracle deck, and I really like them. Let's take for July. Twin Flame, right on top of the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, so it looks like, and with the North and South Node, obviously in Capricorn we have the South Node. So, wow, you know, the nodes being touching on your sign means that there are fated new, you're moving into a fated new direction. Okay, so you're obviously with the South Node in your sign, you're letting go of past karma, past reincarnations, whatever was going on there, you're letting that go. Or you're coming into a twin flame relationship, maybe continuing a journey from a past life. That's how I see this card here. So this is like, just like with eclipses, when they do bring a lot of karma, fated events. July is really important for you guys. Okay, let's look at the month of August. Spiritual growth. And September, long distance. Let's look at the month of October. Obstacles. Now, November, we've got mature man. And for the month of December, we have passion. And it's right on top of the Eight of Wands. So it is true that there is a lot of passion. Let's look at the Romance Angels by DOREEN Virtue. Once I've laid down all the cards and I start to read the story, I will take little Sibillas, 3 La Vera Sibylla by Masenghini, and we will see more to the story. Let's look at each month starting July. Deception. Someone who's wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. It's funny that a card like that would come on top of such beautiful energies. We have to work that one out. Let's look at the month of August. Pay attention to the red flags. Okay, in October, let your friends help you. Sorry, that was September. Let's look at October now. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So something is a little bit off here, because right on top of the obstacles, you have the retreat card. It's as though, and I want to say that, you know, many times the cards can, the energies can leak into the next month or into the month before that. So we're looking at the energies roughly for the month. You will know if this is your reading. It is general. Okay, so don't forget to watch your sun, moon, and rising, as well as your Venus if you're female, and if you're male, please look at your Mars. For those of you that know where those, you know, those energies are in your birth chart. Also, I'd like to say, please watch your North Node, okay, because that is what is fated and what you should be moving towards. Let's look at the last November, we have children. And the last month, December, you deserve love. You are lovable. Okay, very, very good. Now, I'm going to take a mythic oracle of the ancient Greek pantheon. This is the Greek gods, the myths, the Greek heroes. Okay, so this is all about what is helping you, which energy, which god, which hero is helping you. Where is the influence coming from? So I do believe that we are influenced by other energies, other powers. So I'm taking one for 6 months, and wow, okay, you've got two. That'll make it a bit of a long reading. I will be reading from the booklet at the end of the reading. So those of you that don't want to stick around, that's cool. So you've got Atlas and responsibility. He's got a heavy burden on his back here, and this is some sort of a karmic situation here where you've got burdens. Now, because this is a general reading, I'm going to say that Atlas will be prominent for some of you, not all of you. And then we've got Apollo and Clarity, which is a number 20. It's like the Judgment. The Judgment card is a number 20, and that's very karmic. So Atlas is a number 5. So number 5 is the number of the Hierophant. So you could be dealing with someone who's got strong Taurus. So you will have the clarity. This is Apollo. You know, this is the god of light, the god of music. Okay, so we're going to read up on the gods at the end, as I said, and you will understand what the message is coming from these two entities, these two energies, if you want to see it like that. All right, so let's go on to the first month, which is the month of July, and I will be taking one more tarot card from the Morgan Greer as soon as I have read on these cards. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is obviously an offer of love. Okay, someone is offering you their cup. Someone is interested in teaming up with you. When I say teaming up, this could be business, of course. This could be an offer to go into partnership. Now, the Page of Cups is also, it's Piscean energy more than likely. But because we've got the Two of Cups as well, I'm going to say it could be any water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Also, in love, this is an offer of coming together with someone who is on the same level as you are. As you can see, height-wise, they're quite similar. So their eyes are on the same level. Now, that can be literally or metaphorically. Whatever that means for you and your personal journey, I believe that this is an agreement where the two people feel the same. And when I say they feel the same, because you've got the twin flame card, I'm going to say that this, for some of you, is going to be a twin flame relationship. So when I speak of twin flames, I speak of many lives and reincarnation, because twin flames are born, and then they are obviously just like the seed that splits into two. When the egg is fertilized by the sperm, the egg will break into two. That's what a twin flame relationship is all about, connection. And I feel as though twin flames go through different lives. They're not on the same, they're usually not on the same plane. They're not on the same dimension. So they go through lifetimes trying to find each other. So that's why it's very rare where we speak of twin flame. Now, soulmates are different. Soulmates are people that are in our family, extended, whether they're cousins, people that we go through this life and have a certain relationship with. That's what a soulmate is. This is more of a twin flame. So, here we've got the Three of Summer. So the Three of Summer is news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. Now with the Three of Summer, this is also a celebration. It's going out, having, drinks, having a party, a get-together with family, friends, as it says, but more than likely, because, as I said, here it's like we've got the Ace, dear Capricorn, then you've got the 2, and then it becomes the 3. Now, 3s many times can speak of a love triangle, even though it's the 3 of Cups, because the 3 of Cups, if it were in the reverse, it would have been all about gossip. Now, when does gossip happen? Usually when there is a love triangle, or gossip can mean jealousy as well through friends. Be careful, because you could have someone around you that is wearing someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Now, if this is a love triangle, then for those of you that have met your twin flame, you feel that there is a divine connection between the two. There is a deep understanding, and there's a very strong familiarity as well. You will know if this is what you feel. Now, the deception doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be something major. Wearing a false self-mask means that someone is not totally open about their feelings, about what, their truth is. They could be holding back on any piece of information. For instance, they may have come out of a relationship and not have been separated. That's just an example. And they're hiding that from you. So they haven't put all their cards on the table. So be careful, because next we've got the pay attention to the red flags. Even though, yes, I do feel that there is, you both feel the same. This is a twin flame connection. You're on the same page. Now, this has got the potential to grow, to have a celebration with the Three of Summer, the Three of Cups. But there still may be someone still in the picture, someone who is not letting, and I want to say this could be someone that could be the obstacle in this relationship. And God knows, when we've got obstacles, this could be a blockage. This could be something that is holding you back. Now, what else could be holding you back? It could be a matter of time. Not everyone is in touch with their higher self. Not everyone will understand that their life and their future is with you if you're in this relationship. Your partner could be in disbelief that you are their other half. That's another example. So I'm going to take another tarot card. Now, for others of you, could be a friend that is showing very happy. They're extremely happy for you, but deep down could be jealousy here. So nevertheless, deception is holding back on a piece of information, whatever that could be. Now, the Page of Cups is a message, an unexpected message of love, and this could even be an apology for those of you that are already from the month before that, let's say from June. For those of you that are feeling this connection before July, maybe this message that's coming through is something that you have been hoping for, something that you're going to be celebrating. But still, I feel there is a piece of information that is missing here. And, with the Atlas responsibility card, It could even be anything to do with finances. Someone has a heavy burden on their back, okay, and they're carrying a heavy load. Okay, now with this card, I know that Atlas was punished for doing something that he should not have done, and therefore he was punished by having the weight of the world on his shoulders, so he couldn't really move. It was as though he was under someone's thumb. So that could be the message. But I feel that Apollo and clarity, because Apollo is the sun. Apollo is like the sun, clarity and information. So I believe that you will find out what the deception is all about, what is being held from you. And yeah, we've got the Seven of Swords. Here you go. Someone is trying to manifest something without your knowledge. So this is a perception card. It's swords, so it's all about intellect, communication, speech. Okay, so someone is not telling you something. Now, this is a 7, and I see 7s as divine numbers. Let's take the Sibillas. Maybe we'll get a bit more information. So I believe that what you don't know in the month of July is going to be better for you. That's what I feel, because the 7 comes in from the divine. So maybe the divine is protecting you at this time in July. So, and I just want to say that you've got Saturn and Pluto, as well as the South Node in your sign. And Saturn is restrictions, is having put in the hard work. Saturn is your ruler. So Saturn also, you know, putting in the hard work through doing the right thing, you will be able to reap the rewards. So Saturn is also the closed door. It's the lock on, you know, the key that's on the lock, and the door is locked. In July, hopefully that door will be open through the eclipses, through the energy of the eclipses. So let's take 3 Sibillas, and we've got Viaggio. So someone is hoping to either visit you or you're visiting them. This could be your knight in shining armor coming through. This is like the Knight of Cups. But I do feel also the energy of Sagittarius here. And, you know, Jupiter, the ruler of Sag, is in its home sign of Sagittarius, hopefully bringing in good things for you. Now, at this time in July, it is retrograde. So I believe that during the Jupiter retrograde, that's when the blessings come in. So this is like the 3 of Wands. So imagine the 3 of Wands. Again, we're looking across the sea. What you've already worked on, you're hoping for the return. Or you're hoping to travel. Or you're expecting someone to come in and come and visit you. Here we've got the Dottore, and it's a number 13, which is the death number. So Scorpio seems to be strong here. Now the Dottore can be a legal representative. This could also be a doctor, yes. But emotionally, this could be a very healing energy. And the healing could even come through intimacy or through shared resources, other people's money. And we've got the Prigione. There's the Capricorn energy. There are the restrictions. Someone has got obligations. Someone is tied to a situation, and it could be a legal situation. It could be a situation that involves distance. It could also involve the truth. Okay, because with Jupiter in Sagittarius, it's a time of going on an adventure, seeing the bigger picture. Now, this could even be work. This is Saturnian energy. This is like the 9 of Swords. So this is the fears that are coming up to the surface. Let's take one more. And this could even be some sort of obligations. Could it be family that's holding someone back? Could it be, as I said before, not having separated, not having a legal separation? You know, it's going to be different for everyone, obviously. And here we've got the the Nine of Wands. So alegría, merriment and happiness, going out, having a wonderful time, celebrating. So there is a sense of celebration and having fun. This is like the Three of Cups. But there is something that needs to be taken care of. Now, again, we've got three people here. So these people could be, they could be friends, they could be co-workers, they could be that someone is acting the as being single, but they're not. Anyway, so I'm going to take the next month. Let's see what is happening here. So in the month of August, we have the Hanged Man and the Ace of Swords. I love the Ace of Swords because this could be the clarity that you're waiting on. So the Hanging Man is also the energy of Pisces. Look at the halo that's around his head. He's somehow sacrificing something. He's also surrendering to the truth. He's surrendering to divine timing, because that's what the Hangman is. It's all about, you know, the perfect timing. And again, that rings Saturn, okay, and the energy of Kronos, which is the Lord of karma and time. So I believe that August is a very karmic month indeed, because of, you know, it's the month after the eclipse. As well as that, this is Neptunian energy, and Neptune is in its home sign of Pisces, you know, and Neptune will be in the second part of Pisces. So this is like completing a major cycle, because Pisces is the last, it's the last sign of the zodiac. So what is Pisces all about? Pisces is all about the occult. It's also a very spiritual house, such as the same goes for the house of Sagittarius. So a lot of spiritual energy and the divine, and, you know, our higher self and our highest consciousness. But also Pisces is also prison. It's very dark. So having the Prigione here, could someone be having issues with the law? Because you know that Capricorn is the law and Pluto is there. So Pluto brings endings, new beginnings, but Pluto is also very karmic, as is the South Node. So for everyone, obviously, this is going to mean something else. Now, the Ace of Swords is clarity. It's cutting away whatever does not work. This is also surrendering to the truth. The Ace of Swords is usually a successful new beginning. And this could also be, you know, clarity after deception. I don't want to say deception. Could even be an illusion, because that's what Neptune is in Pisces. And you know that Jupiter and Neptune are squaring for most of the year. So, you know, you could be going through major illusions with this transit. Okay, sorry, I just had to check on a message. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here. We have the Queen of Autumn, which is the Queen of Pentacles. This is more than likely your energy. Generous, stylish, gracious, practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the mother of earth. This is someone who puts a lot of value into what they do, into things that are practical, things that are of value to them. Obviously, you are working very hard. You are hoping to bring, and maybe this is through your own business, bring in abundance, bring in the finances that are necessary for you to love and nurture the people that you love, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is. Now, she's someone who doesn't move very quickly. She's not spontaneous. She does the math, and, you know, she takes one step at a time. Now, financially, this is beautiful energy showing up here. For some of you, it could be that you are involved with someone who has got strong earth in their chart, someone who places a lot of value on practical things, and their values come before anything else, I want to say. So Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, now if this is, some of you could be dealing with Virgo. Pisces is the opposite sign of Virgo. So I want to say that because you've got also the Page of Cups, which is Piscean energy again, and you know that Virgo and Pisces, they're on the same axis. So obviously, if you are dealing with a Piscean person, Virgo would be their 7th house of partnership, and vice versa, the other way around. So with the Queen of Autumn, there is generosity here. There is graciousness as well. So it says that you need to be practical in your approach. Of course, this is very slow-moving energy with the Hangman here and with the Queen of Autumn. So it says that you are quite able here to make things work for you. Let's see what else we've got. And we've got spiritual growth. And, you know, I feel that, you know, that learning to be patient, even though Capricorn is very patient, they're an earth sign. Some of you may be hoping seriously to cut someone out of your life. For those of you that are dealing with someone who you've sacrificed a lot for, you've sacrificed too much, and therefore it could be, and this, whatever messages I'm saying, obviously could be messages for the person that you're involved with. So yeah, there is some sort of severing of ties here, but this, you know, the Ace of Swords also speaks of having the clarity after confusion. Now, spiritual growth, I feel as though you are aligning. You are aligning with your higher self. You are receiving the download, and that's what the Hangman is as well. So you are spiritually aligning, therefore the growth is coming through. You are maturing, dear Capricorn, through time, through effort, and through hardship, I would say. You are being tested. You know, your ruler Saturn being there with Pluto in the South Node, you're going through major tests. So hold on tight. The rewards will come. Now, spiritual, again, we're talking about the house of Pisces and the house of Sagittarius. Okay, so now, you know, Sagittarius, which I've already mentioned, is the 9th house in the natural horoscope, which speaks of foreign places and people at a distance. So pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so just be alert, be open, and whatever you see, don't think that you're foolish. You need to trust in your perception. You need to trust in the messages and the serendipities in your life at this time. Because of the Hangman, I feel that there are messages coming to you, and they're probably the red flags. So pay attention to those messages. Let's take another tarot card. And you know, it's funny that Viaggio, this is the Sagittarian energy that I'm speaking of, if you remember right. So it does look like the Knight of Cups. So, you know, they may have Sagittarius and water in their chart. Let's look at the next card. We've got the King of Rods. There you go. This is a fire sign. Sagittarius would be more than likely it. So, the King of Rods is someone who is very spontaneous. This is a leader. This is someone who is very passionate. They go for what they desire. Their desires could be, they could be showing off their sexuality, their desire. Now, this could even be the Scorpio energy that I've mentioned. Scorpio is very sexual. Scorpio rules the sexual organs. So the King of Rods could be someone, and I'm going to say anyone, any sign that is showing up as very sexual at this time, very passionate, and very very go-getter, spontaneous, in other words. So this is someone who's a leader in your life. Now, for those of you that have got strong fire in your chart, but I seriously don't feel as though this is you. For some of you, of course, you could have your moon in Sag or in Leo, let's say. But I feel as though this person is looking to what they want to manifest, because he's holding the Ace of Wands. Now, this could speak of creativity, someone who has their own business. This is someone that is very inspired by, you know, they've ruled strongly. I feel like there is a Martian energy here, strong Mars position with the King of Rods. Now, I'm taking 3 Sibillas. We've got Dispiacere, which is like the Ace of Swords. Wow. So whatever information you're going to find out, whatever becomes clear for you, is not going to be easy. Lettera. There is some sort of a decision, some legal documents, news is coming in. You're going to have to make a decision. And there is like the 3 of Wands, which is, this is the Sospiri. And remember, I did mention like the 3 of Wands here in the month of July. This is moving on, wanting to move on. This is like the 6 of Swords, wanting to cross the seas, wanting to go and visit someone, or you're waiting for those ships to come back to you. What have you been investing in? Some of you are seriously wanting to move, literally. Others of you are just, you're doing the work and you're hoping for things to come in for you. If this is business, there is some sort of a stumbling stone here, a stumbling block. But I feel as though with the Sospiri, this is a good indication that you'll be able to move past this energy. Let's go on to the next month of September. And there's the Sagittarian energy again. Oh, I can't even pick up the cards. So Sagittarian energy, the 2 of Wands, having to make a decision. You've got the world in your hands. Now, it's funny that we've got, look at that. He's holding a wand. You're holding a wand. Okay? Some of you are making a decision to leave a wand behind, something that was creative, something that you felt passionate about. This was probably something that you began that did not take off. Whether this is love, family, business, doesn't matter. Okay, so you're looking across the seas. Again, the world, you know, the world is your oyster here, but this is a decision you're trying to make. You are looking towards the past, though, and this is, you know, it's retrograde season, for sure. And I forgot to mention that I'm not doing a lot of the astrology in these readings. I will be doing an extra reading for the astrology you know, for the second part of 2019, because the readings are getting way too long. So, okay, so going through a new doorway, this is like a new beginning. It is. Again, you're looking across the seas. So you're hoping to travel. Now, if this is business, you're probably taking a risk on doing business with the world, expanding your business to international companies, okay, to foreign places and different cultures. Now, we've got the Queen of Swords here. And why do I feel that this is your energy? I feel as though because the Ace of Swords here is the same sword that she's holding. So if the clarity has come in from someone else, it could be another air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, dear Capricorn, you are always what is coming up for you in your readings. I remember Aquarius is very prominent. And why? Probably because they're ruled by Saturn as well. You know, you're ruled by Saturn as well. So for those of you that are dealing with an Aquarian, the Queen of Swords is someone who holds back, someone who is not emotionally open, but someone who's been through trouble, through pain, and, you know, they've gained the knowledge. This is a queen. Queens are all about the knowledge. And she is speaking her truth. She's probably making a judgment, judging someone. Okay, now this could also be a solicitor, a magistrate, even a doctor. But there is some sort of a decision that's being made here. And I believe that for those of you that are closing the door and opening a new door in your lives, this is the time. As you can see, they've both got their backs to each other. So one energy is very fiery and the other one's very cold. So the cold energy puts out the fire and it doesn't work. What's left? Nothing. So I feel that there is a severing of ties. Again, the truth continues here. You've got the Seven of Winter here. Seven of Swords twice. You have it in July and you have it in September. I feel as though this could be the end of the end. Seriously. There is a new energy that's coming in. Something's already coming in for you. Something new has already started. But this is an ending, and this is a more clear cut. It's a precise, it's just like the scalpel that the surgeon uses. It's a clean cut in this month here. Now, there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So someone could be running away at this time. Now again, it's a blessing in disguise. It's a 7. Whatever you are severing from your life, or this could even be your partner severing what ties they had with their past, this is going to be beautiful. Let's see. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. The message speaks for itself. And look at this. Long distance. There's that ship again in the distance. There's the water again. Some of you could be traveling at this time. Long distance. This could be a long distance relationship as well. You could be at a distance from your partner. And this will resonate obviously with some of you. The way social media is, and, you know, with communication, you know, we are moving into the age of Aquarius. And what is Aquarius? Aquarius, of course, is the internet. So, new things. Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus. People are doing things in a different way. And they're doing things that are going to be of value to them. Let's take one card. And that's why I feel that humanity overall is changing quickly. Because soon I feel as though, you know, we're at the door of the age of Aquarius. And there's no going back. Okay, it's all full steam ahead. And we've got the full steam ahead. We've got the Chariot. So there is movement. This is overcoming obstacles. Now this is the energy of Cancer. So Cancer is your karmic partner counterpart. It's the sign that is opposite your sign, which is your relationship house. And Cancer is all about the home, the familiar. When I say familiar, the family. So your foundation, your home, your heritage. There is an overcoming of obstacles, and there is forward motion, and you're covering. Let's say that you're in the driver's seat here, and you are like the child, the inner child that needs to be nurtured. That's what we're supposed to be doing with the North Node in Cancer. So this is beautiful. Let me take 3 Sibillas. So September is looking pretty good. Let's take those 3 Sibillas. Because you've got the obstacle card in October, you will find it's not going to be a smooth road. So these horses are going to have to gallop over these a couple of obstacles, but you can overcome. It's another 7. So you've got the Gran Signore. Again, it's a number 13. This is the King of Hearts. This is like Cancerian energy. In what way do I mean Cancerian energy? Because this is a 13. It speaks of the Death card. Again, I'm saying it's Cancerian energy, but it's very Scorpio in the sense that Scorpio, again, is intimacy. It's moving in with your partner. It's sharing your finances, everything that you owe, everything that you own, sorry. And this does speak of an abundance. As you can see, this is the Gran Signore. He's a king. He's quite blue-blooded, which means that he's got blue blood running within his veins. He's someone special. And when I say special, could be from a special family, from a respected in the community heritage. He could also be someone who can have a strong ego. But financially, he's very good. He's in a really good place. Here we've got the Militare. So this is like the 10 of Swords. So whatever transformation is happening with the Militare, again, the Capricornian energy, this is the person that's on a mission, the soldier. He's got a vast mountain ahead of him, but he's got the ability to do this. And this is like the 10 of Swords. So this should be the end of suffering through movement. Try not to be too open with who you share the information with what's going on in your life at this time. Okay, now with the Militare, this could be, the South Node energy, which is letting go of karma, letting go of past, any past karma, any past karmic relationships that you were dealing with. And here is the home. You're moving towards more stability. This is like the 2 of Cups, and this is a strong foundation that I see here. For those of you that are doing business, and this is a business partner, well, they're coming from a strong foundation within business. So they've got a reputation which is really, really a heavy and very well respected name within the community. All right, so let's go on to the next month, dear Capricorn. We've got the Magician and the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the Magician is having everything that you need to be able to manifest what it is that you perceive is your new beginning. The Magician is a number 1. So you've passed the stage of taking the risk, beginning on that new journey. And the Magician is also about communication, having the strength, having the ability to bring in, to work with the energies. Whatever is happening up there in the ethers is also happening on this 3D plane. So whatever is happening astrologically at the time of October is going to manifest here in your life. And here we've got the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is someone who's being careful with their finances, someone who could be holding back on their emotions, their money. Maybe you're being a little bit careful at this time. You could be wanting to manifest, you know, anything to do with your home, your foundation, and your family, because you might be moving home, because you may be literally building on a new home or even a new business. It's a time of being careful with your finances. You are making magic though. This is fantastic. Now this is the energy of Mercury, and Mercury rules, you know, the left brain, the logic. Mercury is also the ruler of Virgo and Gemini. So Gemini is all about communication. Virgo is all about looking at the details, doing the math, you know, doing the work of the detective, and just being very practical. So I feel as though you're holding back on something. Now this could be you holding back on what you're manifesting, not letting people know. Or this is you not giving up on your dreams. That's what I want to say here. Let's see what else we've got. The Prince of Autumn. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. Cautious but wise action. Meticulous attention to detail. Kindness to others. And you know, this is the card of Virgo. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is usually the energy of Virgo. And even though for me, the Four of Pentacles is Taurian energy, this is the Virgo card. Now the Knight of Pentacles could be someone that you're dealing with, who could be, because you're showing up, I would say more than likely, as the Queen of Pentacles. Because you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, I believe that you are more mature in the way you're showing up. Now, your partner could be someone who is a little bit more, I don't want to say immature, but I feel that you've been through more situations where you've become more, you've got more experience. That's what I want to say now. You know, this could be, of course, an important message for you, for some of you, because with the Prince of Autumn, it's slow and steady wins the race. And it says meticulous attention to detail, and that speaks of Virgo very, very much so. Now, doesn't really matter. You know, it's the Knight of Pentacles, and Pentacles could be any earth sign, but it is someone who is very slow moving. Sometimes not moving at all, unless they're certain, okay? They will, this Knight, even though Knights are action, this is the slowest moving Knight, because they focus on their goal and they go for it. There's sure success here. And it says cautious, but wise action. So because you've got to have obstacles, and maybe the obstacles could be time. Again, Saturnian energy of the right time and the right place. But I want to see the Sibylla and see what else. Here we've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Some of you could be taking out a couple of days and retreating, spending time because of whatever obstacles. I feel that there is necessity for communication, face-to-face communication. Now, for those of you that are at a distance, that's going to be a problem. Doesn't really matter. I suppose through the internet, the retreat can be through social media. This could be a conversation. that involves you and your partner, and I feel that there is serious talk here. I truly believe that there is. You know, you've got the gift of the gab here. You've got the gift of persuasion here as well. Let's take another card. So retreat also means taking a step back, and that could be because of the obstacles. So there is something that is holding you back from being able to live the life that you want. That's why there is slow and cautious movement. Wow, 2 cards, all right. So you've got, wow, 3, all right. The Hermit, which is Virgo. The Knight of Swords, which can be quite brutal, and we've got the Ace of Cups as well. So, wow. What is your obstacle? Look at that Knight of Swords, which is right in between the Hermit and the Ace of Cups. So the Hermit can also be a solicitor. Someone who looks at the details. You know, the Hermit is 1 step before the Wheel of Fortune. So it's a 9. Now the Knight of Swords, which you have here as well, goodness me. Okay, this can be quick action. This can be quick communication. So you've got 2 knights. Sorry, yes, you've got 2 knights. You've got the Knight of Pentacles and you've got the Knight of Swords. So some of you are choosing between an earth sign, strong earth, Virgo, Taurus, and Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. More than likely, Aquarius. Now, we've got the Ace of Cups here. So I believe that the obstacle for you is this Knight of Swords. Whether this is an energy, because the Knight of Swords is right, very quick energy. But it's, it's too quick. So this is not going to help your situation. You need to take the time out. Meticulous. That's a very important word for you. Now here we've got the Ace of Cups. So I feel as though, and this could be you sneaking away. That's why it says retreat. Sneaking away, spending some time together, and the Ace of Cups is overflowing, dear Capricorn. There is a lot of happiness here. So the Divine is going to give you sometimes some much needed happiness. Let's take the 3 Sibillas. Now, if there's news coming through from the Hermit, whatever that is, and it's coming through quickly, it's going to be something that's going to make you happy. So we've got the Artista. There's like the solicitor. Another 7. This is the crazy scientist who's making some discovery. Here we've got the Messaggero. There are the messages. This is like, it's an 11. The 11 of Pentacles. So I suppose the 11 could be a decision, needing to make a decision. Okay. So news is coming through in relation to a discovery that's been made. And here we've got the stanza. This is like the Ace of Pentacles. So news is coming through. Things that were not known will be known. It's like you've got a new beginning here, the Ace of Pentacles. Any new beginning that's going to be certain. It's going to be physical, practical, tangible, even if this is business. Now this does speak of intimacy. This card does speak of intimacy. So this could be the beginning of an intimate relationship. If you were involved in a relationship that was not intimate here, then this could be the beginning of it. Let's look at November. Okay, so we've got the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So quickly going into balance, we've got Libra here. This is the energy of Libra I see because of the scales. Even though, yes, it's earth, we've got air energy here again. So the Knight of Swords is going to be tough. It's going to be, I believe that the month of October and November are going to flash before your eyes. They're going to move so quickly you won't know what hit you. So quickly you're moving into balance. Quickly you're moving into a financial situation where you will have enough to help others that are in need. There is a healthy reciprocity here with the Six of Pentacles. So quickly you're moving into a place of balance. Because there is success here. The Three of Autumn. Another 3, you guys. Another 3. Now, I want to say that the energy of Libra is the 7th house. It's the natural 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And this could also be coming to a proper agreement. You're agreeing to disagree. It could be with this air sign. Here we've got the Three of Autumn, which speaks of expansion and growth. The Three of Pentacles. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So there is some sort of a compensation here if you're dealing with business, even with romance. The Three of Pentacles speaks of, taking your, let's say you're in a successful place, but there is more room for further growth. That's what I want to say. So that is good. That is good. And it's also, of course, being congratulated for a job well done. And I feel that because the Three of Pentacles usually is a card which shows a church, I believe that your spiritual, for those of you that are actually taking time out to meditate, you're doing yoga, whatever sort of a meditation you're doing, I feel that that is what's helping you through your situation, through your difficulties. Some of you could be relating more to, a certain religion. You may be expanding your knowledge. Okay, Jupiter in Sagittarius, that's what it's all about. It's, it's all about philosophy. Some of you you're at the age where you're starting to look at the world through different eyes. And here we've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, children, many of us have got children, and of course, they are our soulmates in this lifetime. Their children are our driving force. This is who we work for. This is what we love mostly in our life. So if you've got your own children, obviously your life will be affected by them. Now, the children card can also be, and especially with the Six of Pentacles, for those of you that were dealing with a legal situation, this could be, your finances being drained a little bit because of children. You're paying out alimony, child support, or anything like that. But the children card can also, for me, it speaks to the twin flame journey where you've probably, in some lifetime, you were playing together, when you were children. Or the relationship that you're in could have the innocence of children. Now here we've got the mature man. And the mature man is someone who has gone through their own lessons in life. I feel that they're at the age of, they've grown spiritually, emotionally. They've come to the point of being able to see life through different eyes. Mature man doesn't necessarily mean that this is someone that is age-wise older, but it could be someone that's become mature spiritually and emotionally through the lessons, through the Saturnian lessons that they have received in their lifetime. For others of you, this is a mature man. This is someone who is at a mature age. And it does look like, let's say, the Gran Signore. Now he looks very laid back. He seems quite happy. He doesn't seem to be. He seems to be happy in his own skin. He's not stressed out. I feel as though he's someone who you can depend on, someone who's going to be there. Now, if this is your partner, they're showing here. They're showing on top of the Three of Autumn. And the Three of Autumn, you know that the Three of Autumn is growth. But could this be the person that was in a different relationship and they've got the obligations that they're still dealing with? And that could be children, their own children, if you are dealing with someone who is a little bit older than you. Let's take another card, just a bit more clarity. And we've got the Page of Cups. So this is the same person that, and again, this is a child, of course. This is the same person, the mature man, that is offering their cup to you in the month of July. So again, another offer is coming through. But here, you know, this could be a message that's coming in from an adolescent water sign, Piscean energy, something that is unexpected. Now, let's take 3 Sibillas. This is another piece of happy news that you are receiving in November. And we've got Namika, which is the female enemy. Now, this is her taking off the mask. So you're probably going to see what the holdup was, because this is a number 12. It's like the Hangman. Whatever was not clear to you will be coming, you'll be coming into clarity. You'll be receiving the information because the mask is coming off. So whatever was behind the mask, remember the deception. I think that this is what's being found out at this time. And the Namika can be a mature older woman. This could be an ex of the mature man. Ladro, the thief. Anything to do with family, something gone stolen, someone's literally in your home taking something from you. Could you be the ladro that's come into the relationship of this mature man? Could you be the third person? Or are you dealing with someone else? You know, could this ladro, this thief, have come into your own home? Because this is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, this could speak of suffering some sort of loss through the family money, the business, and your heritage, whatever that means for you. And that's probably what was the negative news, or what was hidden behind the mask. And here is the Lamante. Here is the Romeo, another 11. Wow, 11 hearts. Now this is like the Knight that's come in July. This is the same energy. Yep, this is someone who is acting the lover, serenading, coaxing, bringing his Juliet in. So this is someone that's going to be doing something that's going to make you very happy. It's an offer that's coming through, an offer of love in whichever form that comes in. Let's go on to the month of December, dear Capricorn, and we've got the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands. So there is a decision that is necessary for you to make, and this is a decision that you need to make without even having the clarity here. So it's like you're making a blind decision. Now the Five of Wands is trying to build on something, but it's a 5, which says that it's a lack of balance. Now the Five of Wands could be people trying to build, trying to put in the structure, make something firm, build a foundation for themselves, but it's a 5. It's past the number 4 of Wands. But you're almost at the 6, almost there. So, you know, Wands are all about fire. The swords are all about air. So be careful that there is no explosion, no heavy argument here because of a decision that is being made. Even though the 5 of Wands is not heavy energy, I'm just looking at the cards, just trying to take, if we add the 2 cards together, they equal a 7. So know that whatever you're blindly making a decision on, you do have others, you've got people that you can get help from. You can delegate whatever you're doing, manifesting here. This is something that you feel very passionate about, but there is an imbalance, some sort of an imbalance, some sort of a lack here. Now here we've got the 8 of Spring, which is the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands reads, stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or change. So the 8 of Spring could be Cupid's arrows of love. The 8 of Spring can also be messages coming through quickly, internet-based messages, flight travel. And, you know, there is a lot of passion here. So you go from the 5 to the 8. It is a stressful time for you around your birthday, around Christmas. But know that with the 8 of Spring, you can't go wrong. 8 is the number of Scorpio, the house of Scorpio, the transformation. Putting in the effort is going to bring you the rewards. And I'm going to say again, rewards. I just want you to know that Jupiter will be moving into your sign December, if I'm not mistaken. And Jupiter is going to bring the blessings into your own sign. So, you deserve love. You are lovable. So someone is aiming for your heart. This is the bow and arrow of Cupid usually. Okay, this is someone is aiming for you. They've got a strong passion for you. Now you deserve love. You're showing your love. You're receiving your love. Look at the embrace. There is so much magnetism and passion and raw sexual energy. Love it. I love it for you. Yes, I need to take one more card. Before I take the 3 Sibillas. One moment, please. Okay, I just, I needed to save that part of the video just in case, because I did updates on my computer. That's why it's been playing up, and I lost that first part of the reading yesterday. So I'm redoing it, as I said in the beginning, today. So I thought, let's save that big part of the big chunk of the video so I don't lose it again. Okay, let's take one more. And you've got the Strength card, which I wanted to say 8 is the number of the Strength card. It's Leo. So this is going to take courage for you. You've got the power to manifest. You've got the power to coexist with this wild beast. You know, you are on fire, dear Capricorn, I believe in the month of December. Okay, your patience, your endurance, your courage, your trust is going to get you a lot of raw energy. And I said that Leo is beautiful energy. Leo is the heart. For those of you that have got strong Leo in your chart, or you may be dealing with someone who's got the signs that I've already mentioned, we do have the King of Rods here as well. So, as I said, this is a general reading, so I know I'm mentioning a few signs, but you will know if this is your energy. Sometimes we could have, you know, the King of Rods, the King of Fire, King of Wands, but you could be dealing with a water sign, one that is showing up as more passionate at this time because their libido is on fire, you know. So we all have the energies within us, and that's where the reading gets a bit tricky. Let's see what these cards are. And you've got Morte, which is the death card. This again is Scorpio. Okay. We've got the Vecchia Signora, which could be a visitor. This can also be a situation that has matured. This can also be someone that you are dealing with that could be of an advisor to you. So one more card, and here we've got the Consolante Sorpresa. So this is something that's coming in unexpectedly. You are moving into success. This is like the Six of Wands. You had the 5, now you've got like the 6. Is the 6 of Clubs, which is the 6 of Wands. So this is very Uranian energy. This is you rebelling and doing things differently. Therefore, you become the successful one, and your talents are being recognized. Here we've got the 5 and the 2 of Swords. So both together do equal the 7 of Swords again. So we've got Scorpio energy here, and the Vecchia Signora can be just, what it can be saying as an energy is you've put in the hard work, you've fought for, your life, to change your life up, and it's finally happening. There is your reward. As I was saying, Jupiter is moving into your sign. I believe that around your birthday, the rewards are going to be coming in, and that's the way the universe works. Dear Capricorn, wow, what a reading. What a beautiful reading. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're looking now at the Atlas responsibility. Let's see what that story is all about. And you know that obviously it means a heavy burden. It's work that needs to be done, and with Saturn in your sign, it's obvious. So Atlas is a Titan who governed the moon and was the brother of Prometheus. When Zeus had successfully defeated Kronos is Saturn, he sent most of the remaining Titans to Tartarus, the hell aspect of the underworld. However, he decided to send Atlas to the western edge of the earth, where he was forced to keep Sky, and the sky is Uranus, which is Uranos in Greek, and Earth, Gaia, which is Ye in Greek, from coupling again to create more Titans. So when the sky and the earth would come together, they would mate and therefore make more Titans. In order to do this, he had to hold the sky up so that the two realms could not join. This was the punishment. So, could it be that Kronos is challenging you, that you should not be in touch with your other half, and therefore to create another life, literally or metaphorically? But you know what? He could not hold this forever. So let's see what else is said. The message is, it may feel as though you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, but this is actually due to a lack of responsibility and not the burden of it. For when we are truly responsible, we know that we have the power to create whatever it is that we want for our lives. You have a responsibility, first and foremost, to give yourself a balanced and healthy life, a life that takes care of all your basic needs. It is not your responsibility to carry the burdens of others or buy into any societal pressures that don't seem relevant to you. In fact, if these types of pressures are dominant in your life, it is your responsibility to remove them. It is your responsibility to ask for help where necessary and create for yourself the circumstances that will keep all areas of your life balanced. It is not helpful to carry the responsibilities of others or to uphold the expectations of anyone else, as if people are never forced to take care of their own needs, they will become crippled. To do this, you must let go of your need for approval and see that the approval of others is not worth the expense of your own health. This is the time to take full responsibility for your life. You alone create your life. You are the victim of no one and nothing. Your life is exactly how you've decided it to be. If there are things that need changing, change them. If old pain, wounds, and hurts are holding you back, now is the time to surrender them. Give them up now. If that pain is holding you back in life, it is because you are letting it. Decide now to do whatever is necessary to let that old pain go. We don't have the control over the world, but we do have the power to take responsibility for our feelings, reactions, and perceptions, and to make empowered decisions about how we live our lives. Now is the time to examine your life and see what areas have become burdensome. It may be necessary to take more time for yourself, ask for help, make schedule changes, let go of catering to the needs and expectations of others, or give up the old pain and negative self-talk. Taking care of yourself is the best gift you can offer the world. We only have one opportunity to live this life, so we might as well make it the best life possible. Taking responsibility for all you experience gives you the power to create the life you want, and only this can lead us to true freedom. Wow, what a long message. I know, I'm sorry it's a long message, but I feel that some people really want to hear everything. Now, Apollo. I love Apollo. It's very interesting, this card. So the myth. Apollo is the son of Zeus and Leto. He is the twin brother of Artemis and carries a silver bow and arrow. The god of the sun, illumination, clarity, prophecy, art, and music. There's the prophetic, that was mentioned in your reading. Becoming, through your experiences, you become the prophet. Apollo had many oracles who would speak his messages to those who traveled to his shrines to hear his wisdom and prophecy. He is also known to be the leader of the Muses and director of their choir. He is a great protector of the people and places he loves. His realm is the realm of light. All becomes clear in his presence. And the message is, if you've drawn this card, the light of Apollo is touching you now. All becomes clear in his light, and this is a time for truly seeing what is, a time for connecting to your personal truth and removing the dust from your eyes and from the corners of your life. The light of Apollo makes all things shine, and this is a time for getting clear and centered. Apollo's light also brings joy and creativity with it, and you now have the great creative power available to you, the power to truly live your greatest potential. This may relate to the kind of relationships, work, or home environment you want for yourself. You may have just experienced a period of confusion or change in your life, and this may have left you with a feeling of being up in the air or not quite adjusted to the transitions that have taken place, and perhaps not quite sure of where you stand. Apollo comes now to bring light and order to the changes that have taken place. This is a good time to write, make plans, and set new routines in place. This is a creative time for you. It is the time to take a stand for what it is you want for yourself and your life. The old has been cleared away, and a light now shines on where you are today. Stand in the light of clear vision and create the life you want to live. The power is yours. All right, dear Capricorn, hopefully those messages will resonate for you. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and shares. I love your comments, so keep them coming. Sending you lots of blessings, lots of light and love, especially the light from Apollo. See you all later. Okay, for those of you that are interested in the cards that I'm using, the Fairy Tarot cards, Doreen, Virtue, RADLEIGH, Valentine. Also the Morgan Greer Tarot. Albano-WAITE Tarot. Okay, this is a special edition by Frankie Albano. the Morgan Greer, it says that based on the continued knowledge, wisdom, and interpretation of Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. So the illustrations are by Bill Greer. The Romance Angels, Doreen Virtue. AMIRA's Love Oracles by AMIRA CELON. And this is a new deck that I just got. Okay, and La Vera Sibylla by Masenghini. And they're like plastic. So very popular little cards. All right, thank you again.